Well, good morning. It's Monday the 29th of July 2024 and I've come back to the Lake District for another walk, and I'm in Langdale this morning. It's nice to be back in Langdale. I haven't been here for some time. I've parked on the car park of the Old Dungeon Ghyll Hotel. There's the hotel there. Just walked behind the hotel and I'm going to make my way through a gate here, and then I'll start the long trudge up the valley of Mickleden. So looking forward to this one, hoping to do 3 Wainwrights today. That's the plan anyway. As I say, the plan is to do 3 Wainwrights. Starting off with Rossett Pike. I may give that a miss, I'm not sure yet. But then up onto Esk Pike, which is a new one to me. I haven't done Esk Pike before. And then finally on to Bowfell. And that is a lovely view at the moment. The crinkles in the middle of the picture there, and the band you can see just rising up onto Bowfell. The forecast today weather-wise is for the temperatures to get into the low 20s or so, but at the moment it's really quite pleasant. It's just a bit of a breeze. No sun out as such at the moment. Looks like this lot's all been shorn recently. Just to give you some idea of what's around here, behind here is Side Pike. Moving round to Pike of Blisco, to the crinkles in the middle of the picture, plus over to Bowfell, and just at the right hand side now is Rossett Pike. So the walk I'm doing today should be around 9 miles or so, give or take. And although it's a bit of a trudge, as I said earlier, down Mickleden, it gives you a chance to get warmed up, get your legs freed up before you start the tough climb up along, well, near Rossett Ghyll. I'm looking forward to getting up to Tarn today. I love these mountain tarns, so I'm looking forward to spending a little bit of time up there. I'm just walking below the magnificent Pike of Stickle now. That's one of my favourite peaks in the lakes. After you've done about 3/4 of a mile or so, you come alongside Mickleden Beck. That's a nice little spot, and there's some little cascades just ahead here. And one of the many moraines that you find around here just ahead. Right, I'm fast approaching the little footbridge I have to cross and start to climb up to Rossett Pike, and I've quite forgotten how steep it is. The route is a zigzag route up, which takes you up between the little notch there, between Bowfell, Buttress and Rossett Pike. So that's quite a steady climb up there. So, here we are on the footbridge, which crosses three little gills. Stake Ghyll is just over here, Little Ghyll and Rossett Ghyll all come together here, hereabouts anyway. And then it's the stiff walk up onto Rossett Pike. Actually, this is Rossett Ghyll, so it is just a few yards away from the footbridge, but it eventually does merge with the other two into Mickleden Beck. There's the progress I've made so far up through the valley of Mickleden, crossed over the bridge back here, and it's been a fairly steady little pull along here, not too difficult at all. But now the climbing is going to start. Wherever this group of people are, it's going to get a lot tougher from now. So at the moment I'm grateful that the sun isn't out and there's a nice breeze. This is a steady rather than a really tough climb, but it's tough enough, and it's going to get a little bit tougher further up. Can't wait. I don't know whether you'll be able to see the largest group of people who passed me earlier, just towards the top of the screen, no doubt. But yeah, they're making good progress. And high up above now is the hopefully first Wainwright of the day, Rossett Pike. Whew. Just have a quick breathe here. Still quite a long way to go, and this zigzag course takes you quite a long way out and then up again. You can see some people toiling up there already. That's looking back down the way that I've come up, just through this little gap here, and you're tantalisingly close to Rossett Pike at this moment. So you think, yeah, steep but short climb. Wrong again. The path actually goes up here. Again, you'll probably not be able to spot them, but the group of people I've been following are in the middle of the picture. And there's another group again in the middle of the picture, which you won't be able to see probably, just below the flanks of Bowfell there. So it goes quite a long way around before you have to double back. Once again, another stop, looking at the path I'm coming along, and these two people down here weren't in sight, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour ago, and yet they nearly caught me up. But that's the rest of the climb up there, so still a way to go. That's the zigzag path that just come up. You may be able to see the little V at the end of it towards the top of the screen. Like a stickle in the middle of the shot there. Cross over to Fell. And there, tantalisingly close, is Rossett Pike. However, still up here to go, and then around. Right, ready for the final push to the little col just above Tarn, between Tarn and Rossett Pike. This is a rather large cairn which marks where the path splits. Going on ahead takes you down to Tarn, and the right turn here, or just about after here, takes you up onto Rossett Pike. So I'll gather my thoughts, have a couple of minutes, and see what I'm going to do from here. Right, I'm just having 5 minutes below Bowfell buttress here before I get up to Rossett Pike. I've decided to go up there, and I think looking over here, the mound, the peak peeping up there is Esk Pike, and you can just about see a path leading up to the dip, which I'll probably be taking to get over and down and then up onto Esk Pike and then onto Bowfell. But Tarn is just down in the dip here, you just can't see it at the moment. So it would be a shame to miss out Rossett Pike. I know I've been up here once before, but while I'm here I might as well have a look at it again. And it's getting decidedly breezier the higher up you come. Got really breezy on the climb up, and then it dropped for some reason. It's back with a vengeance. And that's the view over across to Pike of Blisco in the centre of the picture now. And here I am on Rossett Pike, or rather I think it's the northern summit, is it? Rossett Pike. There are two up here. That's one. Whew. The other one's a little further across here, another 50 yards or so. And I think if I remember right, that is the actual summit. So I'll make my way across there, have a look at that. I don't think this is the southern summit. I thought it was at first. I think it may be a little further over here. So I'll have to go over there, I suppose, to be sure that I've been on the actual Wainwright, if that is the case. I think this is actually the southern end of Rossett Pike. I think I got it wrong saying the northern if I did say the northern. And I think, as I said, I remember reading somewhere that this is the actual summit of Rossett Pike. That's the easiest way onto it, perhaps. There we go. Not easy. There. What a view. Across to the Langdale Pikes. Down into Mickleden. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I think I had my lunch up here last time, if I remember right, but it's a little early now. And funnily enough, once I've got here, this behind me looks higher. So probably that is the summit of Rossett Pike after all. I'll go back up there. Well, once again the wind has dropped. It seems to be coming in gusts, but when it gusts, it really gusts. So I think I might take the opportunity here when I'm relatively sheltered to put my little fleece on I'm going to sit by Angle Tarn for a while. Here we are just above Angle Tarn, so I think 10 minutes is in order down here. And here we are at Angle Tarn, and at the moment I think I've got it to myself. So let's go and have a quick look. Yes, at the moment there's no one else around. Not quite as nice as it was when I was here some 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah, it's a shame not to be able to stop here today and have some lunch. So it is rather cool at the moment. So I think I'll crack on to Esk Pike. Perhaps have some lunch up there. Right, leaving Angle Tarn, we're climbing once again up to the col where I'll turn left and then left again to go up onto Esk Pike. There's the continuation of the path I'm on. As I said, I think this is Esk Pike, just looming ahead. But I just stopped here, there's a nice little torrent with a lovely view as well. Seems to drop off at the end. Just go and have a walk across and see what's over here. As I said, the wind's really gusty this afternoon. Just getting up once again. Oh yeah, that's a nice view. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Top the path here, little col. That's the path which goes up to Allen Crags, then on to Glaramara, and the view from here. I think in the centre of the picture now is Great Gable. There's the path which I'll have to take to get up to the foot of Esk Pike, up to Esk Hawes. And that's the route up to Esk Pike. Now there's a shelter over here. I might just go and have some lunch over there. Get out the wind a little, although it's not too bad at the moment. Whew. Time for lunch. Right, I've had my lunch, so I'm off on the move again. These are the views I've been looking at having my lunch. That's the shelter there that I sat in. And they're the Langdale Pikes. And Rossett Pike. Right, I'm just about getting to the path at the foot of Esk Pike rather. That's Great End. And over here, middle of the picture, is Bowfell Pike. And that's the way I'm heading. Can't see a path at the moment. Take a left turn at this cairn here. That's looking across to Allen Crags and then on to Glaramora and then down into the valley. And it's an interesting route up, is this. It wasn't always evident from the bottom, but more so when you get on. Is that a sheep? And a little notch on the top there, am I seeing things? Perhaps I'm seeing things. But yeah, better view of Bowfell Pike now. And the route up there below Great End. That's the progress so far. Sprinkling Tarn is down there in the middle of the picture. This is quite a decent drop down here and all. So the path must wend through all these rocks here, I would imagine. Seems to be going up that way. Let's motor on. The way I've come across. The young couple there are from Canada, just here on a holiday. Just had a couple of minutes chatting to them, very nice to see them. And that's the way they rather gingerly came down, and I'll be rather gingerly going up. Not the easiest. And this is the summit of Esk Pike, I'm reliably informed. I was going to the wrong place. I was going just over here. A gentleman who's just been sheltering over there informs me that this is the summit now. How on earth do you get on top? I wouldn't know. So I shall just have a quick look round. Now, as I said, there is a cairn on top of this little peak here. So do I assume that that gentleman was wrong? And this is the summit of Esk Pike. There we go. It does seem a little lower than the other one. Having dropped down from Esk Pike, I'm going to make my way down to Ore Gap now, and then up onto Bowfell, and some really impressive rocks here. Even more impressive from above, I must say, but yeah, quite a sight. and I'm hopefully looking forward to getting up to Bowfell and actually seeing something this time. When I came up, as I said, 6 or 7 years ago, the clag was down, couldn't see a thing. So I'm looking forward to getting the views from there and hopefully having a better look at the Great Slab. Well, that wasn't the most comfortable descent down there, and I think the descent from Bowfell is pretty similar. But I've arrived at Ore Gap now, so it's time to make the slog up onto Bowfell. There are quite a few cairns on the path up to Bowfell, which is just as well really, because there isn't a path as such. So these cairns keep guiding you in the right direction, hopefully. Another couple coming up here. Thankfully the wind has dropped a little, still quite a strongish breeze, but it's certainly not gusting as much as it has been. I can't be too far off the summit of Bowfell now, but that's looking back, and the drop from Esk Pike across to Scafell Pike and Scafell. And I'm going to start the final push up now onto Bowfell. I can see a couple of people coming down. Right, I'm nearly at the top of Bowfell now. I don't know whether this is the summit here, or there's something a little further on, but I'm getting there. So here I am on the summit of Bowfell, and it's been a bit of a climb up here. Whew. There we go. As I said, the last time I came up here some 6 or 7 years ago, I couldn't see a thing, but now you've got all this. Over to the crinkles. Down into Duddon Valley, I think. Across to Scafell Pike. What a wonderful view this is. Across out over to the Langdales. And Pike of Blisco is in the centre there. So I think I'll have a few minutes up here and finish my snack off and then set off back down. Again, can't see a path easily from here. Oh, perhaps it's down there. Right, having dropped safely down from the summit of Bowfell, I'm at my way down now to Three Tarns, and I found my way back from there. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that, and it made a nice change to be up here and actually be able to see something. There's the drop down from Bowfell, and I'm on a path now. This is something I wanted to see last time I came, but obviously couldn't because of the clag. Yeah, this is Great Slab, and that's pretty impressive. Slide down there, you never stop. And that's the view across. And again, plenty of cairns on the way down to guide you down. Come in really handy to have these. As I said, there's not much signs of a path in places up here. These steps that I'm on now are certainly welcome, because it is a tricky drop down there. It's rather uncomfortable underfoot, a lot of loose stones. So you get onto these little steps and yeah, it's much better. You're more confident of your footing. Just nip off the path here and have a look, see if I can see down over Three Tarns. There we go. So called because there are 3 tarns, albeit small ones. So yeah, it looks as though the path may get rather tricky again on the way down to the bottom. I think the steps only go so far. But here's 3 tarns. I might have a couple of minutes here. Tarn 1. Tarn 2 is over here with a lovely view across to Scarfell Pike. And Tarn 3 is a little further round. I sat there last time, or when I came up to the Crinkle Crags. That's the view across the little tarn here to Scarfell and Scarfell Pike, and looking back up to Bowfell. I'm dropping quite steeply now down the band, which will take me down to Stool End Farm eventually. You can just see the path snaking its way around just below the outcrop ahead. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I don't know why you need to have cairns on a wide path like this. The path is obvious, except I suppose for foggy conditions perhaps. These are the first 2 I've seen. Looking back up to the summit of Bowfell and across, eventually onto the Crinkles. I'd quite forgotten how much of a drag it is coming down the band. It's a real long slog, but the views are great. If you just stop every now and again and have a look, just see the Langdales across here as well. And it's not the easiest of paths, it's pretty tough coming down here on the foot. Well, hopefully that's the worst of the descent over, and I'm certainly getting to the bottom of the valley now. That's been tough coming down there. Yeah, and the sun being out doesn't help either. It's one of the whitest sheep I've ever seen. Sheared to the bone as well. Couldn't get much closer crop than that. This is Stool End Farm. There's enough signs here for you not to get lost. Don't let the chicken out. That water is absolutely crystal clear. Beautiful. Well, that's been a thoroughly enjoyable walk, but it's been a tough one as well. And as I said at the beginning, it's great to be back in Langdale again. I haven't been here for quite some time. Seeing all these mountains, fells, absolutely brilliant. Crinkles up there, like a Blisco. Absolutely brilliant side park up here somewhere. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyable. But I'm knackered now. Yes, a bit of shade at last. Haven't had any for the last hour or two. Oh. I'll get back to the carport now.